Now we review Dune 2. Hey man, I love it when I can see both Dunes. I'm checking that business out. So, ladies and gentlemen, I have seen Dune 2. I had to go watch Dune 1 because I missed that one in theaters. No, I didn't. I got a crappy screener of Dune 1 when it was in theaters, and I saw it, and I hated it, and I watched everybody else's seeing it, and they loved it, so I thought the screener just had to be terrible. The screener was terrible, and I have to say, I like Dune 1, I like Dune 2. Dune 2, even better than Dune 1. And before anybody gets anywhere, let me remind you that for every 1,000 subscribers I do purchase one of these bracelets from the company 4Ocean. 4Ocean pulls a pound of trash out of the ocean every time I do that. You'd be so kind as to comment, like, and subscribe. We will keep our oceans clean together. And yeah. Better world for you and me. Anyway, so as we left our hero, Paul Atreides, he was with the Fremen on the desert planet of Arrakis, also called Dune. So, yeah, and it turns out he's a really good Fremen. I mean, he's just the most kicking it of Fremen. He can fight like a madman. He can tell people what to do. He can ride sandworms. And, awesome movie ensues. Also, you have your fan favorite characters of Raban, Fade, and the Baron Harkonnen, And in this one, again, they have that weird white skin with no eyebrows thing going on. Apparently that's Harkonnens. And Harkonnens are the epitome of evil. They are in the book, they're basically Russians. And, these basically Russians in the book are as sadistic as Cossacks. Cossack soldiers were known to be, like, you really didn't want to run into them. They were the kind of people that would, slaughter a village and eat them. So those were Cossacks. And these Harkonnens are basically, they're very wealthy because of the spice. They have always been sort of the Emperor's black ops people. And they run around doing terrible things. And yeah, so that's your movie. And I will say this much. This movie, it really brings it in terms of the set design and the world building. I really like the way these things are designed, although I will say this much. There is not enough of a separation between the Harkonnens and the Atreides. There's not enough of a separation in terms of physical appearance. Like, a Harkonnen is a Harkonnen because they're generally showing more skin and they're white as an albino. They have a shockingly white skin tone. But the clothing isn't as varied. The structures and the things should be more varied. There should be a very distinctive, this is what a Harkonnen house looks like, and this is what a Fremen house looks like, and so on and so forth. Although, one thing to note in this particular film is that in the book, the Fremens were very much scavengers. They would always investigate. They would always, salvage. In this, they're not as close to scavengers, so they wouldn't have as many bits of Harkonnen or Atreides technology as the others would. That is the thing about this, but still it is a very beautiful movie. And I enjoyed it. It takes liberties from the book, and that's fine, because if I wanted something exactly like the book, there is a thing exactly like the book. It's called the book. I could go read the book again, which I think I've read it 6 or 7 times, and I could see the things happen the way they happen in the book. In this movie, it still gets to the same place, but it doesn't get to the same place in the same way, if that makes sense. So yes, wonderful movie, really well done. I will say, however, if I were to redirect this movie, I would have made the Bene Gesserits more attractive. Because do remember, they're not nuns. They are nuns in a way, but they're not nuns. They're Greek nuns. They, send people out to have sex with you. the Lady Jessica, who is the Duke's lady, was supposed to be really hot, and, she's essentially part of a religion that she's a prostitute. The Bene Gesserit will gift one of their sisters to a nobleman as a sex toy. That's what they do. Part of what they do is they have this allure to them. They are generally much more attractive. And I mean, look, in our modern age, we have older women who are still very attractive. I would still sleep with Jamie Lee Curtis, She wouldn't touch me with a 10-foot pole, I'm sure, but I would sleep with her if given the chance. And I am sure that, there would be a Jamie Lee Curtis among these nuns. So they should probably have been more attractive. But other than that, no real complaints about this movie. Love the way everything was done. Love the technology. Really, this movie is very high on your watch list. It is an incredibly enjoyable science fiction film. And, disclaimer, I saw the original Dune as a kid. I really liked the original Dune as a kid. I did not find it confusing. It was easy to follow for me. Made perfect sense. This Dune is in many ways more faithful to the book. I'd still like the old one better, but that could be through nostalgia glasses. I haven't seen it in a while. But anyway, that's just my opinion. Love to hear yours. Comments below. I'm Richard.
Greetings, humans! It's your old pal Randall the Rat again, and I'm taking a break from eating your delicious face to remind you to comment, like, and subscribe. And why should you do that? Well, for one thing, see this bling here? That awesome, isn't it? Yeah, got a dragon on it. This is what you get if you go to the Conqueror and start the Great Wall of China Challenge. Yeah. Walk long enough, bike long enough, you can plant 5 trees and get this awesome necklace, which the owner of this channel, Richard, has done for you, because he wanted to plant 5 trees and get an awesome necklace. And for every 1,000 subscribers he gets, he also buys a bracelet from 4Ocean, and they pull a pound of trash out of the ocean. So the more money he has, the more of these challenges he buys from the Conqueror, and the more trees he plants for you. So if you comment, you like and subscribe, you can buy more bracelets, pull more trash out of the ocean, and plant more trees. Isn't that awesome? Shouldn't you be doing that then? Be smart. Click that like button, or I'll eat you. Might eat you anyway. You look delicious.